What is going on, guys? Sean Don coming back with the technical analysis. Here we have SDTC longtime member Ben Wunder with a 16-pound slam session throw. I think this was a PB, he said. So let's take a look, just over 51 meters. So, there we go. I was really happy with how this throw looked, so I don't know how much there actually is going to be to tell him. This is one of the first throws where he didn't stand up and pull that left side back too much. I think he did a really good job staying down on the legs and being patient with the ball and working the hips. Through the entry, left shoulder down a little bit, but not a big deal. I think that's kind of a good thing. Ball goes out, right hip sneaks under. You catch super deep, pretty much at 180. That's pretty sick. What's cool is your foot doesn't really come up until 92, so you're just really sneaking that bad boy in there. Then you settle down onto this left heel, sink that kind of those hips down a little bit and back, which is, I think, like I said, that's the big thing here, Ben. You do that well. You stay patient with the hammer. You're not pulling that left side back. You can see this right hip and right leg turning with the ball, torso's upright. Same thing. Catching here, you could have that right leg facing the hammer a little bit more. As you see, that right foot starts to turn ahead on the catch. Not a bad thing, but I think that's kind of what contributes to some problems in your average throw. But you catch on this right leg, you can see yourself settle back over this left leg. You stay down. There's really no rising up going on through this left leg. It's a little bit straight, but you're not standing up. You're not straightening it out too much. You could be a little bit more patient here. Right leg's working the ball, but you see, so like, in my opinion, you want this ball like 15 degrees more ahead of where it is. You want it just behind this right femur, whereas you can see there's probably about 20-ish, 30-ish degrees. This is really nitpicking, but I think that's why you wanted me to do technical analysis on it. As you can see, the tension through the left shoulder, that's kind of happening, I think, because there is this drastic separation between the hammer and the hips. I think there needs to be just a little bit more patience with the hammer. But that being said, your left side does hold pretty well. It only goes back just before the ball gets to zero, as opposed to, I think, in like some, like I said, your average throw, I think it's a little bit sooner. This left side goes back probably about there and drifts back much more drastically. Lower body's pretty together here, which is nice. Left foot kind of flops open a little bit there. Once again, a sign that there's a lot of tension through the left side, but that right hip is still going around and forwards and up into the ball. Nice position here. And you see how this right leg just kind of stalls out. It's like it's going with the hammer. That right knee needs to go forwards. You need to step towards the hammer instead of it kind of like butt kicks. And then once again, you kind of catch around rather than, you just need to be more conscious and more aware of this right leg stepping forwards. Think about this toe up, knee up kind of position, whereas right now, like I said, you're doing more of a butt kick. Because of that, I think it slows that down, that right leg, and that's why you kind of, this is your typical catch on 3 and 4, not a big deal. Because I think, if you go watch some videos of Koji, for the most part, he doesn't really catch much deeper than 270. But he just has a very super efficient double support and single support movements. Same thing, you settle back onto this left leg, left shoulder, hip, knee, really nice here, really good. But then same thing, there's just so much separation between your hips and the ball that it's not really too ideal Like I said, you want to let the ball get just a little bit more ahead, more patient. But this right leg's really working into the hammer well. But then, since once again there is so much tension through the left side, this left foot kind of comes back a little bit. Quite literally hanging on the hammer here. I love this kind of look when the head kind of gets that tilt in it. Not something you need to go for, but I'm just a big fan of that kind of head away, head counter thing. But yeah, same thing here in single support. Right leg's doing a pretty job through here. Still good, still good. But then like right as it goes through here, you butt kick and suck it up. Suck that heel up to the butt rather than drive that knee up and step forwards towards the ball. Instead, you're kind of butt kicking. And I think that's why your foot just kind of stalls out here instead of getting ahead. And same thing, you catch even later here, but you're so long against the hammer and you're back against this left side once again. Even more out over the left side. Hips get super into it. Really, this is a nice finish. Really good stuff. But yeah, so Ben, I'm happy with this throw. I think it's a big improvement, especially after you said how up and down the past couple weeks have been, and with how everything's going with quarantine. But overall, like I said, I think there's some good things you can work on in here. Just being more patient with the hammer, and then really that right leg in single support, I think, is the big thing. Staying down, working that right leg and hip into the ball, pretty good. But that right leg in single support, if you could get that ironed out, that'd be kind of the next big thing to get you over, I think, that 55-meter barrier, and then hopefully up into 60 eventually, because that right leg movement could be more efficient. So thanks for watching. Sean Don, peace and out. Let me know if you want a technical analysis of your own. Go to my website, SeanDonnelly.biz. Sign up now. $15. Quarantine, technical analysis, make them technical gains while everybody else is taking time off. So until next time, peace out.